The trial of the detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, continues before Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja, with the prosecution tendering key exhibits linking the defendant to acts of terrorism. Led in evidence by the prosecuting counsel and senior advocate of Nigeria, Adeboyega Amwomolo, the prosecution's witness, with codename BBB, resumed testimony focusing on a petition allegedly authored by the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, SAN, and addressed to the Department of State Services, DSS. The letter accused Kanu of terrorism, murder, and incitement to violence against Nigerian security agencies. The document, dated June 17, 2021, was admitted into evidence and marked Exhibit PWF following no objection by the defense team led by Kanu Agabi, SAN. The witness read from the petition, which alleged that Kanu, through various broadcasts, incited attacks on police and military personnel, resulting in killings, arson, and destruction of public institutions, including police stations and correctional centers. According to the witness, quote, he instructed through his broadcast that police and army seen should be brought down and their guns seized and used. The petition also cited a series of violence incidents attributed to the IPOB leader's directives, stating they constituted a serious threat to national security. The court also admitted Kanu's written statements to the DSS dated July 17, 2021, in which he declined to make a fresh written submission, stating he had already said all he needed to about the allegations. That document was marked as Exhibit PEG. Awomala further led the witness to identify a flash drive allegedly containing Kanu's broadcasts. Despite an objection from the defense counsel, the court admitted the flash drive and its accompanying certificate of compliance as Exhibits PWA and PW1 respectively. In one of the video clips played in court, reportedly recorded on December 12th, Kanu is heard addressing followers from the blessed land of Biafra. He declared the establishment of the Eastern Security Network ESN and urged resistance against what he described as Fulani domination. In the video, he also warned governors in the region against political compromises, vowing that no Fulani parading as headsman shall be allowed in our land. In another video that was played in court, one voice which the DSS witness said belongs to Nnamdi Kanu could be heard telling people to go and burn down Lagos, set Murtala Mohammed Airport on fire, burn down that's Tinubu Hotel, go into the bush, collect policemen's guns, and kill them. Police in another video, that same voice that is allegedly Nnamdi Kanu's could be heard saying every federal government building in Lagos should be set on fire. Any government vehicle you see, burn them. Manufacture your own weapons, ambush them. Yet in another audio recording, a voice allegedly belonging to Kanu was addressing people who called into his program. Thus, any police officer you kill, go to their station and set it on fire. Kill them. They are Janjaweeds. The voice also said Tinubu is in trouble. He cannot run. Anywhere he runs to in this world, we will find him. If we don't behave like mad people in this zoological republic, this revolution will not work. Start killing soldiers now. Set ambush for them. Dig holes on the roads so that when their vehicles come, it will somersault and they will die. This particular audio recording was made during the NSAR's protest of October 2020 because the voice could be heard taking calls from people across Nigeria who give him updates on what's happening where they are. One of the callers that said he's from Obo Hill in Aba said they need guns, but the alleged Nnamdi Kanu's voice told him to join the elite Biafra volunteer force and he would understand how things work. In another voice recording, a voice allegedly belonging to Nnamdi Kanu could be heard announcing a total sit-at-home situation in the southeast tomorrow. Nobody is allowed to come out no matter who you are. If you dare open your shop tomorrow, we will burn you inside that shop, the voice threatened. Also, another audio recording was played there wherein he alleged Nnamdi Kanu's voice could be heard telling a man over the phone that there are some guns already on Edo State. Take those guns and kill some army officers. Take their guns and use it to attack the others. PW2 Mr. BBB told the courts that the recordings had been played to Nnamdi Kanu and he admitted that he made them. Another video was played showing Nnamdi Kanu addressing people in what looked like a conference. In the video, Kanu made some remarks which included that guns and weapons were needed for the Biafran struggle. The last video showed Kanu saying that the Fulani ethnic group wants to take over the entire country as they took over Hausa territories. The only way to stop this is by a revolution, he said. In another video that was played in court, one voice, which the DSS witness said belongs to Kanu, could be heard telling people to go and burn down Lagos, set Murtala Mohammed Airport on fire, burn down that Tinubu hotel, go into the bush, collect policemen's guns and kill them. Also, in another video, that same voice that is allegedly Nnamdi Kanu's could be heard saying every Nigerian government building in Lagos should be set on fire. Any government vehicle you see, burn them. Manufacture your own weapons, ambush them. Yet in another audio recording, a voice allegedly belonging to Kanu was addressing people who called into his program. Thus, any police officer you kill, go there at the station and set them on fire. A CD plate of Nnamdi Kanu's interrogation at the DSS headquarters on July 17, 2021 was also presented in court. Though the defense team objected to its admissibility, they said their reasons would be given later. The CD plates and the accompanying certificate of compliance were accepted in evidence and marked exhibits PW1 and PW1 respectively. The Federal Government Gazette of September 2017, which proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization, was also presented in court and admitted in evidence, marked exhibits PWJ. Prosecution counsel Adeboyega Owomolo asked for the court for an adjournment until Thursday, May 8th, 2025 for continuation of hearing. And so that's the development on Nnamdi Kanu's trial for today, May 7th, 2025. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has directed the prosecution in the ongoing trial of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to serve all relevant court processes and materials intended to use in the trial on the defense team before being tendered in the court. At the resumed hearing on Tuesday, the trial judge, Justice James Omotosho, took a firm stance on trial procedures following confusion over legal representation and tension surrounding courtroom conduct. A letter from one Charles Ude claiming to be Kanu's lawyer sparked the court's concern, but the lead counsel, Chief Kanu Agabi SAN, disassociated himself and the team from Ude's claim, with the IPOB leader affirming that Agabi remains his official legal representative in his trial. To maintain orderliness in the court, Justice Omotosho stressed that only 16 counsel out of the 26 listed would be recognized in court, saying that, quote, "I don't want to be pushed to take this case virtually. We have the facility." The court also addressed a past infraction involving one Favor Kanu, a relative of the defendant who had recorded court proceedings in violation of the directives of the court. The judge revealed that she had also posted the content online. Kanu begged the court for leniency on her behalf and asked the court to forgive her. The judge, however, barred her from attending the next 3 proceedings in the matter. The trial continued with the cross-examination of the first prosecution witness, PW1, identified as AAA, who told the court under cross-examination by Chief Agabi that he is unaware that several terrorism charges against Kanu had been struck out by the court. He also said he has no knowledge of the current status of many of the original 15-count charges. Re-examined by the lead counsel to the prosecution, Chief Adeboyega Owomolo SAN, the witness said Kanu's activities amounted to agitation for the secession of parts of Nigeria. The second prosecution witness, PW2, identified as BBB, testified that he was assigned by the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, to investigate Kanu, who he described as the operator of the Radio Biafra and the founder of the Eastern Security Network. Attempts by the prosecution to tender a letter authorizing the witness's investigation was vehemently opposed by Agabi on the grounds that the document was not front-loaded. The prosecution later withdrew the document. The trial also saw disagreements over the admissibility of video evidence presented by the defense, which Kanu himself opposed. The court ordered that all materials intended for trial must be served in advance and listed properly, stressing that no documents would be admitted unless previously disclosed to the defense. On a separate issue, the prosecution said it had filed a motion for the release of certain items already tendered as exhibits, specifically items numbered 1 to 28 and 30 to 39. The court directed that the motion must be refiled, with each exhibit explicitly identified and properly referenced. While the prosecution expressed readiness to proceed with the trial for 3 consecutive days as previously planned, Agabi requested a pause to allow for client's consultation. The matter was subsequently adjourned till May 7th for the continuation of trial, specifically for the examination in-chief of the second prosecution witness, BBB. Those were the details of what may have transpired at the courts regarding the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. However, some reactions have trailed these developments. Let's get to some of the details.
He started his testimony after the introductory. The prosecution